All right, let's go check everything. Make sure we popped up right.
Make sure we popped up right.
All right, YouTube is now popping up. What's up, Solips?
What is going on, guys?
What's good?
Not much. Same old thing, you know.
Bless you. The hell was that?
Yeah, my man. You alright over there?
I think so.
Did a Furby just explode? I mean, what?
Hey, I ain't no furry, man. I might like wearing the ears and stuff, but I ain't no furry.
Look, just because you look a little bit like Sonic Fox, I'm not holding that against you. Just
Jeez, my man said, no, I don't like furries. He undercover.
All right, why are we not popping up on YouTube?
you want to know one
There
of
it
the
is.
most civil things about a Furby I ever saw? That Christmas where they were all nuts at the Walmart. They cut the pallet and a police officer was handing the Furbies out to the line. That was the most peaceful Black Friday I've ever seen.
All right, cool. I'm ready now. Sorry, team.
Are you? Are you ready?
I just had to find the right background. I just had to find the right background, man.
Starry night. All right, we good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh,
And
how much-
here we go. Oh, well, I'm going to fix this now before I caught it this time.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody pop off.
I'm trying not to pop off.
All right,
Pop
cool.
shots.
We're
Doing
good.
shots
We're
right
good.
now.
We're
Popping
good.
off
All
shots.
right.
Already?
Hello,
Yeah,
welcome to
right now is
Griffcast episode 98, the Mature Nerdy Podcast for immature people, the show where we talk about any and all things nerd, from video games, comic books, movies, computer technology, and or science. I am your host and King Nick Beard Griffmore. Welcome to the show. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing all right.
Good.
Just had a good nap.
Yeah?
Yep.
Today is
Nap's good.
the daughter's birthday, so
Ah.
yeah, man.
What?
Double digits.
Wild, I just noticed the festivity going on there.
I saw it too. It's pretty cool.
Like my little fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, very festive. You got the fireplace, you got the wallpaper, you got the Santa hat, you got a rifle just hanging on the wall. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yep. Gotta make sure I gotta stay ready if they won't get gritty.
Gotta keep that thing on you, right?
He's ready for
Bro.
Christmas and also popping off shots.
Facts.
Oh, man. So, news-wise, it was semi-eventful this week.
What? There was no news this week. It was dry as fuck.
Yeah, it was. It was. Well, on the gaming nerdy side of things, it was dry, but yeah, there was things that we won't get into in this show. I need to start a whole nother show.
Just call it After Hours.
I think that name's taken. We'll have to run it after this show and be completely lit and just get it all out there. Call it the hair in your chest or something like that.
Just call it fuck it.
Yeah.
Subs only.
Oh man, want to continue supporting? Join this Patreon. Oh, get flagged as an extremist group.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I've already been flagged several times.
Do what?
I've already been flagged several times.
Yeah.
Grizz, you didn't like it? You didn't like your background?
Nah, every time I turned around, like half my face was a people, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Man, my man almost Thanos snapped.
I mean, it was prettier.
I never said I was pretty. I mean, the doctor smacked my face when I came out. I knew what I was in for.
All right then. All right, so everybody's seen all this BS going on with GTA 6. All right, for those that don't know, they gave the announcement for GTA 6. Dropped the trailer. Yeah. I mean,
What?
Was it 2020, 2025?
yeah, they're dropping it in 2025, and they're apparently being sued. Like,
Wait,
yeah, they're getting sued just from the trailer.
just from the trailer, they're already getting sued.
Yeah,
You know, this actually happened when GTA 5 came out too, and possibly 4.
I mean, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
what is it? Someone saying that Rockstar is the king of parody and
yeah. So apparently, what's going on is they've taken the likeness of several people and just threw them as NPCs in their game. Yeah.
That's where they're getting sued for the likeness
Yeah.
of someone.
yeah, and it's happened several times before. But continue. Are we talking about like there's several people, or is it just I don't really know about the one person?
I think there's
Well,
3
here's the
total.
problem. This is going to be the very first time that something like this is going to get contested after they've changed all that stuff about what you can use in and out of game for likeness purposes.
Okay.
Because I mean,
Just changed all
let's
those rules in Hollywood a month ago.
let's also point out the fact that the main guy that is getting traction, the character that they're portraying as him, there is more than a 10% difference. So it's technically not a plagiarist thing.
Yeah,
So
gotta
anyway,
be more. Gotta be more than 10%.
you're talking about Florida Joker, right?
Yeah.
There. So it's funny because I mean, sure they have the character that is obviously, I guess, modeled after him. But if you look very closely, there is not a single detail that is exactly the same between the two people.
No.
Between the actual person and the
The
Rockstar
only thing
character.
the only thing similar is the layout of some of the tattoos. None of the tattoos are the same, just the layout of them is similar.
Yeah, I guess the layout, but yeah, there's not a single identifying mark, or even the hair color. The hair color is different. I mean, Rockstar knows they know what they're fucking doing.
Yeah.
So which one
They
is
know what
the
they're
which
doing.
version?
Huh?
Which
Which
one
one
is
is-
the which version?
Obviously, the one that's not making money. Okay. So like, I mean, we all know, like I said before, Rockstar is the king of parody. They know what they're fucking doing.
Yep.
Hey, a lot more powerful people have made this claim. I mean, I'm saying powerful, with heavy quotes around it. Lindsay Lohan tried this for several years. Suing them for several years over the GTA 5, the girl with the phone thrown up the. I even think Rockstar was like, "Oh yeah, we did that," but you say ain't gonna win it. Goodbye.
You know what's funny is Lindsay Lohan doesn't even look like Lindsay Lohan anymore. Yeah.
And
It's gotten a hold of a.
but I think the funniest part about the Florida Joker thing, is, like, if you want to sue Rockstar for taking your likeness, does that mean whether you win or lose, DC can then sue you for stealing their character's likeness?
Or name. I mean, we've got a Ice Ice Baby thing going on here.
I mean, how do you want to play that, my guy? It sounds like the street goes both ways. I would love for Rockstar to entertain and be like, you know what? We'll give you a $3 million payout. We'll go ahead and give you $3 million for it, and then DC to just be like, hey, buddy, we're getting to you for $3.5 million for stealing the likeness of the Joker.
I could see that actually happening.
That would be the funniest fucking thing. And Rockstar's just like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna do it just for the publicity, and then just have throw DC a bone too, and then just.
Grizz, I can't read that out loud on
You
live.
cannot.
Yeah, I heard. I saw the first 4 words, and then, I got the rest of them. Like,
I just read the first half of the first sentence. I'm like, I can't read that out loud.
And if you tried, I'd have warned you.
So those of you who want that bonus content, come join our Discord.
That's actually what is it? Where's my phone go? Oh no.
Here, I'll help you find it.
Carry on.
So yeah, what else has been going on? Oh yeah, they announced it for what, 2 years out?
2 fucking years, my guy.
And the memes have already started.
And all they gave everybody was like, here's the trailer with no gameplay, and that's it.
Yeah. And you know, there's a lot of complaints about, you know, its potential ideological leanings, but at the same time, I'm just like, who gives a shit if it's a female protagonist? Like, if it's got a good story, what's the problem?
Like, back on that.
I think it's a male and a female, isn't it? It's a duo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get to choose. They haven't explained, given those details yet, but they have definitely portrayed that the main character is a.
I watched something that said it was a duo.
One bad mission away from being the same person.
Like,
honestly, after the last game giving you 3 characters, I don't feel like they would just give you 1 character in this game. I feel like they'd have to at least give you 2.
That's true. I mean,
but I don't feel like they would do 3 again just because they already did it.
I didn't like the character switching, to be honest. I mean, I got comfortable with it. You know, like the first couple of times I was playing it, I was like, I don't like this, man. Just give me one
Sometimes
character.
it's funny. I'll give it that. Like if you wink in on somebody and you're doing something funny, it's one thing. But
yeah. But now I gotta like focus on making money for 3 different people and like, maybe it's been because I played the campaign like, you know, back in 2013 when it first came out. I felt like it was so hard to make money. I felt like it was like really hard to make money as the.
You had to go online, I think, and then pay real money.
I had a problem with the fact that the statistically the one in the group that had the lowest shooting stats was the one who got the sniper missions. That was my problem.
I mean,
or like he had the lowest driving stats, and then he would go sent to do like these complicated driving missions compared to the other 2, and I'm like, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
Look, we can all just agree that that game's going to make money hand over fist.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no question.
I hate to say this, but Grand Theft Auto as a campaign, pretty good game. I don't know why it's had the staying power it has, because online is not that much fucking fun. I just don't get it.
It's because of the RP.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the RP streamers. Those guys are raking it in right now.
Yeah.
You know, if you're talking about it being bolstered by streamers, I can kind of see that.
So there is an entire slew of
to be able to like nuke people from orbit when you can just watch a streamer do it.
So there is an entire slew of streamers in GTA Online that will pick a role or a person within the universe and go do that, and that is their entire personality while they're streaming. Like one guy is a cop, and he's like, there's one guy that I know. He became pretty popular because he is an ex-cop and he became a cop in GTA Online, and he lives it out doing that. Uh-oh.
That's intense.
But yeah, I mean, more power to him.
I think people are too excited for this. I mean, I guess I'm hella excited. It looked good, and you know, as Chris said, it's no gameplay. It's just a trailer. It's just a cinematic trailer. And of course, it was gorgeous. I mean, you can make any cutscene gorgeous if you're really trying to. But you know, the devs were saying that the game's gonna look like that and gameplay. And I've seen some alpha footage or like some weird alpha footage that
leaked. Studios like 5 minutes worth of trailer time, and they'll make you something gorgeous. So just take them 5 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think it looked too much better than Red Dead 2, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. And I booted up GTA 5. And I was like, this game looks pretty good too. Like,
I mean, they just remastered that like 14 times, didn't they?
Woo! I'm also
Red Dead 2?
PC. GTA 5.
I'm at the point where Rockstar is about on the same level as Bethesda when it comes to memery. Because I'll take Rockstar seriously when they decide they want to put Red Dead 1 on PC.
I mean, I'm sure it'll happen eventually.
Nah, tell them they're just a clown show.
I think they'd agree with you half the time. I mean, they got that whole Todd Howard thing of you want us to stop making Skyrim, stop buying it. And that's probably why they milked GTA 5 so bloody hard. Because
that's a fair point.
Well, that's their publisher. That's them. That's the reason you never got any DLC for GTA 5.
Yeah.
They literally cannibalized it and put it into the online.
Yep.
Just put it in the online. And I mean, one thing with GTA 5 is that they'll probably be doing for GTA 6 too is, because it's been confirmed on consoles but not PC. And of course, they've done that with a lot of their games. Like Rockstar has been like a year, maybe two later, they'll release it on PC, and they're hoping to get the people that double dip.
Yeah.
People that buy it on console, just to play it because they got to have it played first. And then finally it's down on PC now, I can play it to its max potential, so I'm gonna buy it again.
Yeah, and on top of that, then you also have those customers that or the sales side of it where it's just like, okay, we could charge full price for this a year later.
Nah, get fucked.
I mean, they're going to I seriously.
It's just who of us is actually going to? All right, let's be honest, gentlemen. Who's going to buy the game?
Oh,
besides the obvious.
I didn't buy GTA 5. I actually
Popular thing is coming. 5. I wonder who's going to buy it.
I also hated 4. I didn't. Oh, did I buy 4? I think I bought 4, but I didn't play it. I didn't really like it.
Which one was 4?
With Nico, the Russian guy.
Oh no,
was he Russian? Yeah. But
I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't really like 4 that much. I don't know.
I did like Vice City. Vice City was dope.
Fucking love Vice City. San Andreas was so
San Andreas was great.
I mean, I'm probably excited for GTA 6 just because I know how great Red Dead 2 was, and I know they're going to carry a lot of that shit over.
So,
6, and also to go back to Vice City.
When it comes to the whole GTA enjoyment, I never had any more fun in that franchise than doing a quick save, putting in all the cheat codes for unlimited ammo, getting yourself all the guns, and putting it on the classical radio station. Because for some reason, Flight of the Valkyries with a rocket launcher just works.
Actually, in Vice City, some of that primo synthesizer music on a motorcycle where you can do the ramp jumps with an Uzi. If you can keep that going.
GTA 5 had cheat codes.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually.
It's on Game Pass. I might actually install it.
It's on Game Pass?
Yeah.
I got it for free when it came out on Epic. That's when I was started making the migration to PC. I was just definitely creating an Epic Game account for that. I didn't even have a PC.
How are they keeping the Epic store open? It is quite literally just hemorrhaging money.
I think it's probably hemorrhaging money, but I mean they got Unreal 5 and they got the Unreal Engine. They got Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite's a big one.
Did they also make Rocket League? I feel like they're heavy into Rocket League too.
Maybe.
I don't know who made Rocket League, but I feel like they have a good chunk of a big hand in Rocket League. I don't know. They got plenty of stuff to make them money. I don't think they're worried about losing money on free games.
All right, so let's jump into this real quick. Well, not real quick. All right, quick, get it out of your system. Sorry,
I was on. Some people being too excited. Some hackers are already releasing GTA 6, and people are downloading it and installing it on their system. You're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And
really, come on now. Come on.
I know. Something else that I wanted.
I hope you're using a VPN or that IP address is out there.
Oh, I just got done watching the trailer. I really started. 2025. That's so far away. What? Some guy says they got an early version of it now? Okay, let me download it.
Why is it only 1 gig?
The only reason people are going to buy that is because, what was it, a year ago? They put out the early footage that they already had archived.
That was leaked, yeah.
Oblivion, but still.
Yeah, that was leaked, wasn't it? All right.
But I mean, come on now. You can't be that dumb to download something that come out in 2 years. There's always that one, I know.
My man, no.
There's always that few. There's plenty.
never assume that people can't be that dumb because somebody will be.
There's warning on bleach bottles for a reason.
There's always that one
Always at
idiot
least
you
one.
have to tell not to use the toaster while you're in the bathtub.
I mean, we had the Tide Pod challenge there for a while.
Oh,
And military bases had to ban them. People who have rockets and machine guns were still doing the Tide Pod challenge.
People were doing stuff. People were doing shit too intentionally. I remember they were intentionally just ripping and destroying the tendon that made their thumb work.
yeah, that's right. They were
Do
holding their
what?
thumbs and then
Oh, you don't remember that? Oh, dude, I'm freaking out trying to like just think about like myself doing it. But you would make a fist and like do something like this, and then like rip your hand down, and it would tear your ligament for your thumb right here.
What?
Nah.
yeah, people. I've seen a number of people do that. I'm almost like you gotta be some type of special to be doing this for likes.
I mean, there's
me to do it.
there's dopamine and then there's dopamine,
There was
but
a self-harm challenge, and people were like, that looks like fun.
you know, there was something that and honestly, that's pretty mild. Let's be honest, that's mild. Does nobody else remember the BME Pain Olympics?
I was literally just doing the same thing. But that was like a one-time thing. That was like a one-time thing though.
Was it?
He chopped his dick off. I thought the Pain Olympics was like a one-time thing. Like it's just like there wasn't millions of people around the world doing it. Okay,
There was enough. There was enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was enough.
I mean, I'm having really bad, vivid memories for some reason. I'm gonna have to call the guy who made me watch that stuff and be like, "What the hell, man?"
2 kids in a sandbox.
All right, so the Game Awards happened, and so a couple of interesting things happened with this. One, the vote for Bill Clinton kid, he is permanently banned from the theater for life.
How did that happen? I missed that.
No, you didn't.
Me? I'm dead serious. I did.
So the kid that kept breaking in for like 2 years straight and like sneaking up with the developers and they go to accept their awards and would take the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he would go up there and he started like praising like Hillary and Bill Clinton.
That happened this year too?
No, he was banned.
Oh.
No, it happened two
So-
times, and they were like,
so
"Look,
did-
man, he lets you get away with it once."
And you did.
Yeah.
You should have banned him the first time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They said they thought he wouldn't have the cojones to try it again, but they were wrong.
Actually,
If he got away with it the first time, you know he's going to try another time.
If it's just a slap on the wrist, like, oh, okay.
All
I
right.
didn't really watch the Game Awards. I kind of went through. Excuse me, quick.
So I actually have their website pulled up, and we'll just go through the awards and the winners, and then we'll call it there. Because one thing that was really driving me nuts is because they didn't want another issue like they had with what's his name last year, having like a 30-minute rant saying thank you to everybody that in existence. They gave everybody 30 seconds and then shoot them off stage.
That's so messed up.
It was a Christopher Judge.
I mean, it was also a great acceptance speech.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just long, but it was a great.
Yeah, like I remember sitting here watching the whole thing going, yep, yeah.
I was sitting there like, dude, are you done? Oh no, oh keep going. That was badass. Yeah, go on. And they gave him his 30 seconds this year, and he's just like, it's like Call of Duty with the dirty bit. My speech is longer than cat.
But like Chris was saying, like not only do they shoo these people off the stage after they accepted their awards, like their translators, everybody, just get off the stage.
Yeah, and started flashing those signs. I think it was Larian was in the middle of thanking someone they had lost in the development process. Like someone on their team who had died. And they were like, wrap it up, get it out of here.
Leave.
They come out of that little box like Dave Chappelle from the early 2000s. Wrap it up, B.
Mm-mm.
All
No,
right.
but Kojima wants to come on stage and promote his new game, which also looks stupid. Dude, he's so overrated.
Jordan Peele.
I think he's so overrated. But they gave him like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And he let Anthony Mackie wander around aimlessly making guttural noises like he was having a happy moment.
He was talking to the crowd too much. I was watching that. I was like, dude, stop acknowledging the crowd.
I mean, I understand. That guy was trying to keep engagement up. God bless him for trying. I mean, he was working with nothing.
That's fair.
But let's hustle.
Very good point.
All right. So apparently they're going to start with, for the number one category of Game of the Year, the nominees were Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom. Baldur's Gate 3 won. Who didn't see that one coming?
I did see it coming.
Yeah, I was about to say. Like,
I mean, honestly, though, with
I wanted Spider-Man to win. I was hoping Alan Wake would get it, but I knew Baldur's Gate was going to get it.
Alan Wake. So best game direction was Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Mario Bros. Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom, and went to Alan Wake 2. Best narrative nominees were Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy 16, and Spider-Man 2. Went to Alan Wake. I was actually really surprised to see Phantom Liberty nominated.
Yeah, I was going to say that bugs me. It's a DLC.
It was, but I mean, it didn't.
How long is it?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, like it's a whole nother like 30 hours of gameplay.
Oh,
so it's probably longer than most of these games.
Would that be considered? I mean, I understand it's a DLC, but when it's that long.
Yeah. All right. Best art direction went to, nominees were Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Mario Bros. Wonders, and Tears of the Kingdom went again to Alan Wake.
Oh, I thought Hi-Fi Rush. No, they weren't.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought Hi-Fi Rush was kind of.
They won best music. Sorry.
Best
music or best audio?
Was not best music.
I think it was music.
So for best score and music, nominees were Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi, and Tears of the Kingdom. It went to Final Fantasy 16.
Right.
Which makes sense. Like Final Fantasy has some damn good music.
Final Fantasy has some great music.
Swell, because it's
remember
got beef to it.
Here's
being at the dashboard for the PS5 and just like hovering over the game. That music alone, I was like, I'm voting for them for best music.
Yep. Best audio design, Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4. This went to Hi-Fi for audio design.
That makes sense.
Let's see. Best performance. You had Ben Starr in Final Fantasy 16, Cameron Mahaganen, anyways, Star Wars Survivor, Idris Elba, Phantom Liberty, Melanie Liburd, Alan Wake 2, Neil Newbon, Baldur's Gate 3, and Yuri Lowenthal, Spider-Man 2. It went to Neil Newbon. I'm going to assume that's the guy who voices Asterion. Innovation in accessibility. This is what you get for having the guy with dyslexia read shit. Nominees were Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6. I'm going to say Diablo 4 probably should have won because it is very accessible in other things, but it went to Forza. I know personally with
that.
Like I have personal experience with the accessibility of Diablo 4 because of the issues I have going on, and I'm still playing the game flawlessly.
Well, here's the thing: if you take random dude off the street and you slap him in front of both of them, there's a lot more repetitive motion involved in Diablo than there is in Forza.
I can see that.
So that probably is the specific reason that they probably lost to Forza.
I'm actually really surprised Mortal Kombat's on here because fighting games require very precise timing. Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter are both on here.
Usually, but they have in the last several years put in those easy mode controls.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
They
But,
started
like,
doing that in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or something or 3, right?
Didn't a blind dude just win a Mortal Kombat tournament?
That was a couple years ago, yeah.
There?
Yeah, there's a professional Mortal Kombat player for Mortal Kombat X. It's not the new one, it's the last one. He was a professional tournament player who was blind.
Yeah. He was able to...
He used the audio cues.
The moves. Yeah, audio cues.
Like, he could tell, like, all he had to do is know who his opponent was, and he could, go by the sound of, all right, they're jumping, they're crouching, he knew everything. Games for Impact, pro social meeting or message. So I guess this is that other thing. I don't know any of these, so I'm assuming these are all indie games. You have A Space for the Unbound, Chance of Sonar, Goodbye Volcano High, Tachia, Terra Nil, and Venba. It went to Tachia.
It's all alien language to me, man.
You kind of were just spinning nonsense right there.
All right, this one was weird. Best ongoing game. The nominees were Apex, Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. This, of all of these, went to Cyberpunk?
Yeah. It's not... I guess it wasn't really best ongoing game. I guess you could call it best comeback. Ongoing game can, like... It should be, for a game that continues to go, because, like, Cyberpunk, it had its release, and then it didn't do anything, and then they had... the 2.1 update and Phantom Liberty, and then it just shot to the top of charts again.
Like they're giving it to them for like the best game that's still going, instead of the game that's still giving updates.
Yeah,
in some cases,
like,
long after they probably should.
Every one of these games, except for Cyberpunk, is a live service game. Apex Legends, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact.
Well, maybe that's what happens when you put out a 30-hour DLC. And you've also done a complete combat revamp right before that.
And then give everyone what they promised.
Then they're probably tired of giving it to Final Fantasy XIV like 6 years straight.
See, that is an ongoing game.
It is. Let's see. Best community support. This one actually makes a lot of sense. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, Destiny, Final Fantasy XIV, No Man's Sky went to Baldur's Gate. Like, those guys had constant interaction with their community. Destiny...
What, 3 years in early access?
Something like that, yeah. And it was just nonstop.
They redid the interface because of this. Like,
yeah.
Let's not be silly. They redid the entire interface because the early testers were like, this sucks, change it.
Yeah, and community, like... I think Cyberpunk was a decent nomination on that one because the community gave a little bit of pushback and they took it in the better direction. Destiny shouldn't even been on here. So Destiny is now one of those companies that is blaming their fans for their shortcomings.
Yeah.
So people are left and right just leaving in droves. So they shouldn't even be on here. Final Fantasy XIV, that was an iffy one for me because if you've ever tried to go through customer service with Square Enix, it's not very, very good. No Man's Sky.
I had to have that kind of problem with them, but then again, I usually don't have a problem where I have to go to them. I guess maybe that's where I kind of get the support for them.
Sure.
They don't give me problems.
Best indie game. So nominations were Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder. It went to Sea of Stars. Which actually I heard those. Go ahead.
You can go ahead.
I was going to say, I heard Sea of Stars was actually pretty good.
I heard Sea of Stars was good. Dave the Diver and Viewfinder just looked dope. I just liked Viewfinder. I should have bought it when I had the chance.
Best debut indie game. You had Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. It went to Cocoon.
What's the difference?
That is a good question. Let's see. Best independent game is for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside of the traditional publisher system. Best debut indie game is for the best debut game created by a new independent studio. So, yeah.
best of indies period, best rookie.
This one's interesting. Best mobile game. The nominees were Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil. It went to Honkai Star Rail.
Hello Kitty should have got it. This is mobile gamer?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I would have expected like Monster Hunter Now, or Genshin Impact.
Monster Hunter has taken a bit of a hit here the last couple of years. I think their last big update kind of shot them in the foot.
Okay.
At least with the fan base.
I have no idea about mobile games, so I was just spinning out my ass. But Hello Kitty should win all the things, man.
All right,
We'll probably get to that later.
best VR AR nominees: Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Resident Evil, and Synapse. Went to Resident Evil because why wouldn't it on that one?
Pretty much.
I think people just like to get stepped on by Dummy Mummy.
Was it 7? Was it Resident Evil 7 or Resident Evil 4?
It was Village.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely step on me. Oh, I thought it was RE4 that was nominated, not Village.
Best action game nominees were Armored Core, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2. Those are some serious contenders. But it went to Armored Core.
Oh, wow.
Good.
I'm actually surprised they got nominated for anything.
I started playing Armored Core and it was kicking my ass for like a good second.
I still need to get it. Let's see. Best action adventure nominees: Alan Wake, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Jedi Survivor, and Tears of the Kingdom. It went to Tears of the Kingdom. Damn, did Spider-Man actually win anything?
No.
Yeah,
that's surprising. They didn't win not one?
No, they got nominated like 6 times, but they had, let's see.
7.
Best RPG. Can you guess who got this one?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3. Other nominees were Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield. I guess somebody had to get paid to put Starfield on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna ask as we were doing, like, what is the nomination process?
Yeah. Who made the most money, I guess?
No.
Like,
Like, there's literally
because at Hogwarts would be up there.
It's the same as like the Oscars. There's a panel, and you try to get the panel to put your stuff on the voting block.
Yeah.
You have to, like, do the developers have to submit a package to the to the board, academy, or whatever they want to call themselves, the panel?
You have to submit a package, and then if you're very smart, you're going to submit a nice piece of
donation,
a check in it.
Yeah.
Donation. A donation.
Best fighting game.
Let's go ahead and slip this in the manual.
Best fighting game: God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which, all right, Pocket Bravery, and Street Fighter 6. It went to Street Fighter.
Yeah, I played the beta for Street Fighter. I actually did really like it.
Best family game.
Despite their current problems with, I think they're DMCAing people that are streaming with mods on their Street Fighter game now.
Well, if you're playing online.
I mean,
well, like the other person can't see, but because you can see and then other people can see it, like they're like, no, we don't want you to get mods. We want you to buy our skins. They're getting people
so visual mods.
Yeah, Capcom's getting greedy recently.
Yes, they are.
Not even mods to have a leg up. A visual mod.
Visual mod.
That's nutty.
Yep.
But in the same thing, I mean, you are modifying the original game.
So
whether it gives you an advantage,
give you a general idea on that.
The integrity of the game. On
that train of thought, the current head of Capcom is the guy who also said that $70 is too cheap for a modern game.
That he did. Yeah.
All right, best family game. You had Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4. I didn't think Party Animals was out yet.
Oh yeah, it is.
Is it?
And it's dope.
I want to hop on that. Sonic Superstars and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and of course, it went to Mario.
I thought Pikmin. Never mind. Carry on.
What?
Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself.
Best sim or strategy? You had Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. So a reboot. City Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage, and Pikmin 4. It went to Pikmin 4. Surprised they didn't go to Fire Emblem.
How's Pikmin 4 a simulation? It's also includes strategy, right?
Yeah. Best sim or strategy?
It's strategy, but it's cute strategy, so it's kind of cheating. You know what I mean?
It's more open. Because Fire Emblem has a very distinct fan base. Pikmin, anybody could pick up.
Yeah, Fire Emblem is a very tight tactical system. It's very good, but it's a very high skill floor.
All right, so this one, I've noticed this trend of the last few years. Have you guys noticed no baseball or football game has won best sports game in a long time?
Because they don't innovate.
Yeah.
Not even Madden. Oh, well played, sir.
So you had EA Sports FC 24, soccer, F1 23, Forza Motorsports, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, and the Crew Motorfest went to Forza.
It's a shit out of all those.
Forza's won several years in a row, hasn't it?
Every time Forza releases a game and then they release the Hot Wheels DLC for it, they win.
And then Hot Wheels was like, wait, hold up, pause.
Yes.
Forza Motorsports does not have Hot Wheels DLC.
No, wait, is it?
It's
Which one is
Horizon.
one?
So there's Forza Motorsports, which is simulation, and then there's Forza Horizons.
Confused. You got to give me a second.
Forza Horizons is a little bit more arcadey in it, and they got the Hot Wheel package.
Hold on, he's got to catch up.
They don't always have a Hot Wheel
Brain's gotta
package.
reset. Give me a second.
Hold on, he had to control alt delete.
I can literally see the car backing up, going, "Wait, wrong car."
All right, best
The
multiplayer.
rewind button.
Yep.
Best multiplayer, you had Baldur's Gate, Diablo, Party Animals, Street Fighter, Super Mario Bros. Went to Baldur's Gate. Has Baldur's Gate not won a single one yet?
Yeah, there was. Oh,
Somebody sent in that fat check.
They didn't need to. But the audience did on that one.
They won a lot, so they won 6. I think Alan Wake was next with like 3 or 4.
And I will bet you money on this. How much is gaming going to change in the next 3 or 4 years because of them?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, people were so right, because they're like Baldur's Gate 3. It had no hype going into it. They announced it like a couple months before it released. No hype. They just, all right, here's the game. They didn't expect it to do well, but they just put their heart and soul into it, and they're just like, oh shit, it's doing fucking well. Yo, man. Sometimes you don't need to announce your game 2 fucking years. Do you know how half the planet is gonna die before that game comes out?
I would like to point out Baldur's Gate 3 was in open beta, well, not open, but in early access for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like you could buy it outright.
It was very self-contained. There was no.
It was all word of mouth. It was all word of mouth. And here's the funny part: is it uses a rule set that I don't like using.
I feel like I should have, but like Baldur's Gate is definitely not my. I don't like turn-based games, for sure. And like just watching Baldur's Gate, like I knew that wasn't my type of game, but just because of like the word of mouth behind it and everything that they were doing, and everyone knew what they were doing to support and community and so on and so forth, I just wanted to buy it just to show support.
Although
I was
when
never
we
gonna play
talk
it.
about them, we're talking about Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to have some real fun, if you got $30 on you, go look over at Steam. Rogue Trader just came out.
Best, I'm going to say best film adaptation. You've got Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, Super Mario Bros. The movie, and Twisted Metal. Can you? I knew where this was going to go, and
Everyone did. I mean, even though there's some, that's a strong list. That's a strong list there, but we all know where it went.
we all know where it went.
That donation was hefty.
Yeah, it was. Like I noticed 3 of the 5 nominations are from the same studio.
Really?
Yeah. Gran Turismo, Last of Us, and Twisted Metal. All from PlayStation Studios.
I was thinking like film studios.
Well, okay, Gran Turismo.
Wait, those all released on different.
Gran Turismo's was PlayStation Sony Pictures. Last of Us was PlayStation HBO, and Twisted Metal was PlayStation Peacock. But yeah, it went to Last of Us for those who are still.
Twisted Metal was good too. I like Twisted Metal.
I want to watch it.
It was good though, because like I mean, also like when I think about best adaptation, I also think about like recapturing the actual game.
Yeah.
It was like, Twisted Metal was just, it was just a concept. They just had shooting cars, even though they had a very solid story, very solid environment. Everything about it was really good. And Gran Turismo was, telling the story of, the guy's life of becoming an actual race car driver. I don't think many people knew that, and it really doesn't capture the game. It captures his life, not the game.
Yeah.
Whereas The Last of Us, like, it actually captured the game, and some of the scenes were shot for shot.
I'm just going to keep those opinions to myself. Most anticipated game.
I'm just thinking about episode 3. Okay, episode 3 was the best episode ever fucking created ever. It was an amazing episode. Sure, it wasn't,
I didn't watch it.
Game. Oh, okay.
The only one on that list I actually saw was the Mario movie. And that was not a proper adaptation when it comes to lore, but it was fun.
Yeah, I watched that. I was okay. I was just like...
It was both more than and less than I was expecting.
That's fair.
Most anticipated game. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I didn't know Life of Dragon was still going. Or Like a Dragon. Star Wars Outlaws and Tekken 8 went to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Did it really?
Yeah. That one surprises me. Like, of all the games coming out, this is the list.
That did surprise me. I assumed Star Wars Outlaws was going to get it. I mean, that's who I voted for. But I felt like Star Wars Outlaws was going to get it. My next guess would be kind of Final Fantasy VII, but then like everyone's excited for Final Fantasy VII, but then after the first one, they're kind of just like, I felt like the hype severely fell off.
Yeah, because it lost all the old school fanboys like myself.
Yeah, it lost. I felt like it lost a lot of people. How they actually understood that they were going to start releasing the game.
All right,
multiple parts.
The nominees for this next one really surprised me too. So best esports game. So the nominees were Counter-Strike, Dota, League of Legends, PUBG, and Valorant.
But Counter-Strike should win.
Yeah, Counter-Strike should win. Yeah, for sure.
It went to Valorant.
Really?
I haven't heard Valorant mentioned in forever.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. The PUBG was PUBG Mobile.
A model that's consistently good. I mean, they have their rough patches. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah. I skipped over best content creator, and I'm gonna skip over best esports teams and coaches and players.
I think the rest of the awards.
That's it for that. All right, so we're done with that. All right.
Thank you for giving us more time to go over the awards than the actual award show actually did.
Yeah. I mean, was it worth it?
I think they said like the total time was like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
was like given to like the awards, the award winners, and like the nominations. Like they only like had a presentation, like someone go up on the stage and like present an award for 4 games or like 4 of the awards. Everything else was just like read off the list really quickly. Suit of armor.
You should have given him 5 extra minutes just for that.
Yeah.
When did he have time to put? I mean, I know when he had time to put it on, obviously. But like, was he sitting there in that thing the whole time when he got up? When he got the award, I didn't expect it to have a back to it. Like it had a back to it. And I was like, he was sitting there in that thing with the back to it the whole time. Like I could understand like having it all just in the front, kind of just like resting on you. But like if it's like it's got the full back to it too, that's gotta suck to sit down in for 3 hours. Fuck that shit.
I don't know. Like honestly, like I went over some of the game announcements and the trailers and stuff like that. There's only one that piqued my interest, and I'm going to talk about that one later. Because people are already upset about it in arms, and I'm going to throw something in their face about it. All right, so
shots fired.
Yeah.
There was a couple announcements that piqued my interest. So I mean, just like another article I saw, they hit a nail on the head. It's not even an award show anymore. It's mini E3. It's a showcase.
Yeah.
It's an ability for developers, for new developers and new studios, or big developers to get their new projects out there, and it's a showcase showing off what is to come.
Yeah.
In the next year, instead of honoring what happened in the last year.
All right, so this next one, it kind of pissed me off a little bit. So there have been a lot of Deadpool 3 leaks. The theory is they're leaking scenes about what's going on in the movie just to build hype for it. And apparently even Ryan Reynolds is pissed. So right now, what people are piecing together from these leaked scenes and stills that are from set is that they're going to use Deadpool 3 to bring the MCU back together. Like, it's going to have scenes in Loki, the Marvels, like all of these franchises that have just bombed of recently. They're going to use Deadpool 3 to bring back.
And bring back the original.
Has that been their plan all along, or are they just making that plan now?
I have no idea.
Apparently, from some of the other leaked stuff, you're going to see several different versions of Wolverine across the multiverse.
Of course.
Expected that as well.
One of them is going to be Carl Urban.
Carl Urban's going to be there. I'm sure Daniel Radcliffe is going to be in there. I don't think they've ever confirmed him, but I'm sure he's going to show up. He's going to show up just because.
If you don't give me Danny DeVito, you're not
I
trying hard.
was going to say, it's like Danny DeVito needs to be one of them, because that was Stan Lee's original casting for Wolverine was Danny DeVito.
He might show up. Show up as, no offense to Danny DeVito, but he's getting out there. So old man Logan, do it, man.
Ooh, yeah.
See Danny DeVito in a white beard? Fuck yeah, man.
Just watch Wizards of the Community. You'll see it all the time.
He would love that shit too. He would kill that shit too. You know he would.
Yep.
Enjoy the fuck out of that shit.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I could pick on that man all I want, but he killed it as the Penguin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, nobody else will ever be the Penguin like he was.
Oh, hell no.
Very true.
All right, so El Meltdown's in the chat. I want Danny DeVito's only line to be "fuck off." All right, Skull and Bones all of a sudden has a release date again. So they're now trying to launch in February of next year.
I feel like it's the last release date.
It's like its third.
Now.
It's like
it's like 8.
Is it?
Nah,
It's like 8.
If they don't come out with that game now, they may as well just.
I mean, honestly, at this point in time, they may as well just put it on the back burner and call it a day.
I mean, they've done that several times. This game has been in they've actively started to. Okay, I guess I can't say actively. Ooh, fight. Sorry, TV.
The only reason this game is still getting made is because they're contractually obligated to a country. That's the only reason.
Is it really?
Yes.
Well, I had no idea of a country.
I would have to look it up, but there was a big thing on it a year ago. They're like, the only reason this hasn't been canceled is because so and so paid us. And we have.
Did you read that on the internet? You did, huh? Must be true.
I got it from an actual news source, though. See how that thing happens. Oh,
Probably somewhere in the
when I
Caribbean.
actually look at news instead
Is it
of
CBN or ABC or?
Fryer.
I will always include my news sources when I say stuff, and if I don't include them, I'm just like, yo, rumor, hardcore rumor. I'll admit I don't have a source.
Well,
But he'll also admit that he 100% believes it.
Yeah.
No, that actually completely makes sense. All right, so
I think this is the last date for Skull and Bones. They're gonna have
They have to. They have to just release what they got. They need to pull a Cyberpunk, rip the Band-Aid off, and just release what they got.
I was looking so forward to this game too, man. Playing Black Flag and being a pirate in Black Flag, that was so cool. And then, like, you know, it was like not even a year later, they're like, we're gonna make a game that is just pirate combat. You know, me and my buddies at the time, like, they're just saying like they need to make a game that's just a pirate combat. They just need to do that, and they ended up doing it. And they just straight up, screwed the pooch. Screwed the pooch.
All right, so this is going to be a little grind my gears segment. All right, one of the games announced was Blade. Now, I would like to point out that the only argument anybody has against Xbox is that they don't have good exclusives. And every time anytime Xbox says we're going to make this an Xbox exclusive, the whole world gets up their titties in a freaking bunch about them having an exclusive game.
I'm so glad you brought this up, because at no point in time ever, even during the trailer or even still going further, they never announced that it was an Xbox exclusive.
No.
Everyone just assumed it because it said Bethesda.
Yeah.
There's no point where it said it's an Xbox exclusive.
No.
I'm not saying that it probably might be, you know, being under Bethesda, but at no moment in time everyone was like making articles like, oh, finally Xbox has an superhero exclusive, you know, to fight Spider-Man. Like, they never said it was an exclusive.
No,
never said it was
they didn't. But here's the thing. That's the one thing that's ticking me off is like, okay, so you're telling me Xbox can't have an exclusive? They own fucking everything. Let them have their own fucking game. They haven't made an exclusive title since, was it Halo Infinite?
Yeah, Halo.
They've had another one since then. Forza Motorsports, thank you. Which just won a couple awards.
Okay, so like the one racing game, like honestly, Forza is better than Gran Turismo.
Played both pretty intensely.
Man, I can't even remember the last time I played Gran Turismo.
I liked the upgrading of vehicles better in Gran Turismo than I did. No. I'm sorry. In Forza, I liked it in Forza way better than Gran Turismo.
But I feel like the graphics in Gran Turismo were a little bit better than Forza.
I think the graphics in Gran Turismo were a tiny bit better. I think they were a tiny bit better. It's tough to say because I played Gran Turismo. I mean, I played Gran Turismo on the PS5, and then I played Forza Motorsports on my PC, which is not a fair fight.
No,
honestly, I think realistically wise, Gran Turismo has that one beat.
Yeah.
Like for me, hands down, Gran Turismo.
Tracks, track comparison, seeing tracks, seeing the beauty of the cars. I think Gran Turismo wins, but like, I hated the upgrade system in Gran Turismo so much. I hate it. I hated it so much. I feel like in Forza Motorsports, it's a lot more fine-tuned. You can do a lot more of what you want. You can have a lot more variety of what you're actually trying to do and see, like, where your comparison, like, because like they also have the tiers. Like you have your number, whatever, like your, what is it? They call it the PP performance points.
Yeah.
However, in Gran Turismo, but like it's just performance points, and they're like, oh, you can't break this performance points or whatever. Whereas like in Forza Motorsports, they have the performance points, but they also have the tiers. So like, as long as you're within this tier, you're fine. I felt like within like Gran Turismo, you're just like trying to make sure that you're always at the maximum performance points that you can be at. Whereas in like Forza, as long as you're within that tier, you can have something that's below, that has lower performance points, but you can still be competitive.
Yeah.
That took me a long time to get there, but yeah, we got
there. I mean, it was a hard left, but you got there. but no, like, yeah, I don't know. I was just like, Sony's gonna have Wolverine, and the Blade game. I saw the trailer. The trailer actually piqued my interest. Like, I did not think I was going to be looking forward to a Blade game. I didn't even know it was coming.
Oh, dude, it looks so dope, man.
Yeah.
I was watching it and I'm trying to figure it out. Like, as soon as I saw it throw in the jacket, I was like, that's fucking Blade. I even started like watching people's like reactions to the Blade announcement. I was like, how did I get that so quick? Like, it took people a long time to fucking get there. They even saw a Blade flash up on the screen and just like, oh, that's Mario Blade. Oh, that's so dope. Like, I got it when he was sitting in the barber's chair. Like, they showed his fucking teeth. I was like, a black dude in daylight with fangs? That's fucking Blade.
Like,
Well, I mean, what do we trust Arcane to do, though? That's the problem.
Yeah,
I
that's.
don't know what it's gonna be like, though. I don't like. Do you imagine it's gonna be kind of like how like Dishonored has been in the past? Like
It could be like Redfall was.
that's probably why they gave up on Redfall. This is probably why they gave up on Redfall. All the developers at Arcane said they all gave up. They didn't even want the Redfall to release. They said they didn't want Redfall to release. They had all given up on the game because they fucking knew there was going to be a superior
Vampire killing game.
They all fucking knew. They're just like, just wait a year and a half. Just wait a year and a half, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Let it bomb for a year and a half, and we'll be good.
Redfall was the beta for Blade.
Ooh.
Let's test all these gizmos out and see if they work in actual playability before we
Plot
give.
twist. Blade is just DLC for Redfall.
Oh,
That would be tough.
That would be a hard sell. It would make people actually want to install Redfall.
yeah.
I almost played it just to, to hate play it.
Me too.
Just like how I hate watch Velma.
It has to work for you to hate play it. 'Cause I don't like hate fixing things. I can do that shit around my house.
All right, so I got a question for you guys. Have you guys been watching any of the trailers for movies coming out or movies that are out?
Yes.
I've seen a few here and there, but
Yeah.
There's like a good solid 12 movies coming out this year that I want to go see or are already in theaters.
There's not much.
there's a
left to do.
Ryan Gosling movie I want to see, of all things.
Oh,
I think I know what you're
Oh, shit, where he's the stuntman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I want to go see the two new Godzilla movies. Godzilla Minus One apparently is blowing it out of the freaking water right now.
It's apparently the biggest blockbuster of 2023.
That's a low bar. That is a very low bar.
Oppenheimer, though?
Godzilla Minus One was made for, I think they said 15 million.
Yeah.
That's
Mashed
10
it.
million less than each episode of She-Hulk.
Yeah. And then
Somebody's accountant needs to be fired.
yeah. And the funny part is it looks a hell of a lot better in CGI wise. Because all you got to do is get somebody who actually knows how to CGI shit. We haven't seen that in a while.
Decent working conditions, too.
No Element Down. It took till December to get the only movie worth watching in 2023.
Yeah.
I think Barbie's probably worth watching. I haven't seen it yet, but as soon as it hits
I
the
think
day,
that you might be right.
it hits stream, I'm gonna watch it.
So
The day it hits stream, I'm gonna watch it.
I am
right now is about a Ken sequel, not a Barbie sequel.
Oppenheimer was dope. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 came out this year.
okay. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was actually okay.
It came out at the beginning of this year.
I enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy 3. They actually had character development. Not compared to the last two.
I had no hype for the movie because of the way the MCU has become, and then when I found out kind of the story beats, I'm like, I'm glad I didn't see that. I'd have gotten really mad and thrown shit at the screen.
See,
What?
I had zero hype for it, but I actually enjoyed it, which blew my mind away. Because I'm like, I don't want to see it. I'm not even water, and I just watched it one day. I'm like, okay, that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I think I rented it for like $3, and it was totally worth the watch for me. Is it comically accurate? No, it is. I mean, but none of the Guardians movies are. None of the characters portray the character that they are in the comics.
I'll allow that assessment.
I think the only one that's close is Rocket.
Yeah,
They
did.
Same.
I feel like they did. Even though I loved Guardians 3, they did Adam Warlock dirty.
Oh yeah, so bad, so
They
bad,
did him dirty. They did him
so
dirty.
bad.
I hope they give him redemption. People were like complaining about his casting, and I was like, no, that casting is on point.
The casting was fine, but that character
casting's
was
on point.
so weak.
Yeah.
Um,
They did him dirty.
Yeah, considering that that's supposed to be the character that brought down Thanos.
yeah, originally in the comics.
Yeah. And then when he brought Thanos down, he gave Drax the Power Stone to wield.
There's actually a Nicolas Cage movie coming out later this year that looks really good. Where it's very much like a Remnant, where he's out like hunting buffalo, and he's like a semi-serial killer hunting buffalo. It's an old West movie.
Serial killer?
The Western.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot what the name. Yes, I think I know which one. I thought you were talking about the one where like he's kind of like a stalker serial killer.
No. This one's like a Western one. And it's like some rich preppy boy comes out from like Harvard and's like, hey, why don't you take me on a hunt? He takes him out there and like, they're just like, Nicolas Cage is constantly killing their entire crew going, I'm hunting more buffalo. We're going to keep hunting buffalo. And like, he like mows down a herd and it's like, it's not enough. Like he's got a vendetta against these freaking buffalo. And I had to look it up again because it looked really good. Netflix has got a couple of bangers coming out this year. I saw some more of Rebel Moon, and I think Disney dropped the ball on letting that not be a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Probably not, actually, because there's actually the starts of a lawsuit from somebody that wrote a book called Rebel Moon that's surprisingly like the leaked script.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Your Nick Cage. I was thinking about the dream scenario. He's not a serial killer.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
He kind of looks like one.
Yeah.
He's like,
What is with him being bald recently?
Yeah. He's not that bald.
Huh?
But this one, he does. He does. I don't think he looks.
In the Western, he's got a shaved head.
What's the Western? Is it the retirement plan?
No.
Sympathy of the Devil?
No.
He's got a shit ton of movies in. Oh, there it is. He's got a bunch of 2023 movies. God, he puts in work, man.
He's like, I've made my millions. I don't need any more, and I'm just gonna go do whatever I want to do.
He had Renfield, which was a movie.
Yep.
About Redfall.
I mean, he caught up with all that back tax to this guy that screwed him, so now he gets to make whatever he wants.
Yeah, you're talking about this. It's got low. Oh, it's got low reviews, but this movie does look badass. The Old Way.
That's it.
Yeah, the Western, the Old Way. Yeah, that does look badass. He's hunting buffalo the whole time. I thought he was hunting like poachers or outlaws or some shit. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. I'm probably gonna watch it.
It looked really good. Like I've seen several trailers for movies coming out that I'm just like, I have a lot more hope for these than I've seen the last couple of years. And like I said, it's a low bar right now.
That mustache is serious though. Oh, it's got Jay Courtney in it. I remember Jay Courtney. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Like I haven't been hyped for a movie in a minute.
Gladiator TV show though, Spartacus.
That was his best role. Best role.
But like I haven't been hyped for a movie in a long time.
It's been a while. You're right. It's been a good amount of time.
Oh, okay. Let's put it this way.
Home, I think was the last time I was hyped for a movie.
And see, I wasn't even hyped for that.
Which one?
I'm a big Spider-Man guy, so for me that was
Oh, Across the Spider-Verse?
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Oh. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Across the Spider-Verse I was fucking hyped for. That's right. and Beyond the Spider-Verse I'm so hyped for. So hyped for. But that's not coming out for a long fucking time. So fucking.
I need to see more, but Madam Web actually looked watchable.
I mean, we're going to find out if it's going to be more like No Way Home or Morbius.
Yeah, like, go watch the trailer for Madam Web. It actually looks watchable.
Oh, you're having the cheerleader effect.
Huh?
Yes, they're gorgeous. We know.
Oh, no, not even that. Just like the premise of her being hunted by a serial killer Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know. When I saw the trailer, it kind of put me off. I didn't really understand what was going on.
So I know Madam Web from the old cartoon, the old 90s cartoon. That's what I know Madam Web from.
What she's being hunted by are called the Inheritors. They're a group that hunts spiders across the multiverse because it gives them their power and immortal life. So they find another reality. They find all the spider people. They eat all of them. And all of the bad guys that kind of flock around them like rhinos and vultures and all that shit. They get stronger and they go to the next one. And when the guy who wrote the Dresden Files wrote a Spider-Man novel, he described what it was like to run into one, where his spider sense didn't say get out of the way. It told him to dig the deepest hole it could find and stay there forever.
Wait, what is this?
The thing that Spider-Man fears on a genetic level.
Interesting. I'm going to have to go find that book now.
I wasn't totally listening because I had a question.
Yeah.
Sure, what you got?
What is the point of immortality if you're just gonna spend it doing like the same thing over and over? You're like, they hunt down this, the spider people, and it gives them their powers and it gives them immortality, and after they're done, they just go to the next universe. Isn't the whole point of immortality, to be able to like enjoy yourself and to enjoy the benefits? Like, do they take vacations? Do they go to Fiji? Do they?
If you're a psychopath who actually enjoys that kind of thing, like, isn't that your paradise?
I mean,
you consider it like they're killing spider people, but that's a drug.
Well
I'm gonna go get my next fix.
Well played. I mean, it just seems like you're just doing your job constantly and not enjoying your vacation.
Like, I think the only thing that threw me off is the entire cast is side characters. It's Spider-Girl, it's Spider-Woman.
Have you not been paying attention to the Sony universe? They're all side characters.
Yeah.
They're all villains that are just like, oh, we don't want this actor or actress to be a villain, so let's make them an anti-hero.
Yeah, there's that. But like, that's the only thing.
Slightly Villainous 6. You can't do it. Stop trying.
Yeah, no, it's the Villainous 6. Like
Sinister 6.
Sinister, yeah. I'm dyslexic and you led me the wrong way.
Yes, I did.
If it's a benefit to being OCD,
you can't, like, have everybody redeemable. Like, somebody's got to be the asshole.
Yeah. Like I said,
you can't kill every villain.
It looked watchable. Will I see it in theater? No. Like, I can't bring myself to spend money on another Marvel cinematic in the theater. Like, they have to wow me with a trailer for me to actually want to go to the theater and see anything with the Marvel title on it. And I've seen stills of what's his name being Blade, and I'm actually, okay, I can believe it. Because I'm old school with that. And it's like, nobody can replace Wesley Snipes.
Ain't no way.
No.
But I've seen the new guy, and I'm like, I can believe it. But I'm also of the same opinion that what's his name was just fine as Hellboy, but the movies are absolutely dog shit. David Harbour.
Yeah, David Harbour.
I like David Harbour as Hellboy, but the movies were shit around him. I enjoyed my favorite Spider-Man was the second one.
Andrew
Garfield, but the movies were garbage. Whereas the first one, it was a shitty Spider-Man and amazing movies. Well, the first two.
Spider-Man 2, to a lot of people, that the Sam Raimi one is arguably one of the best superhero movies made.
Yes.
Spider-Man 2 is the best superhero
Doc Ock
movie.
is the man.
Yeah.
Best live action.
Yeah.
The best superhero movie ever made was Into the Spider-Verse. The best superhero live action movie is Spider-Man 2.
I don't know if you want to go that way. Like, Under the Red Hood was pretty damn good.
Oh. Nope. Into the Spider-Verse.
I think somebody's biased for Miles.
Well, that's racist as fuck.
It is not. I didn't mention anything about that. I didn't know you were Hispanic.
Not.
Then where's all the cream come from? Oh, wait.
It's Irish cream. It's Irish cream.
Dang.
Oh. Yep, just gonna let that sit out there for a minute.
No, best DC movie, I think Red Hood's probably in top 2. Easy.
Yeah. The old Wolverine versus movies were great.
For a good sit down and enjoy a bloodbath, yes.
Yeah. But yeah,
Thor
no.
versus Hulk was great. I have to give it that.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm gonna have to like make a list of all the movies that I'm looking forward to seeing. Netflix is gonna be dropping. So they're getting Rebel Moon. They're also getting. They're bringing out Code 8 season 2 or Code 8 2.
Yeah, Code 8. Code 8 was a sleeper hit.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, if y'all don't already know, y'all haven't watched Reacher. It comes out in 5 days.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yes. Because Reacher 1 was dope.
Comes out in 5 days.
I will give Reacher this. The first season was spot on for the book.
Oh yeah.
Like spot on, page for page. That was the book.
Like I think honestly, like first episode, it really drew a lot of people in.
Yep.
Like
I heard the actor is an absolute menace to work with, but man, is he playing that role.
Oh, I like him. He's done good things.
say what? No way. Is a menace to work with?
Yeah.
Oh. Because he has to get in that character. He has to get in the mindset of being a Reacher.
Like I've seen the trailers for season 2, and I'm like, I'm sold already. Like,
yeah. You know, there were a couple of people in the first season who are like, "You're not the best actor for this job," and there were a few where I'm like, I couldn't pick anybody better.
Yeah.
Even if they were a named actor.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. Like,
Like even that jerk cop, the older guy that he tries to make friends with on the police force at first, the older one that he thinks isn't a jerk and flips on him. Like that guy was great. I was like, how did you get a good actor for a crap role?
Sounds like I need to give it a rewatch.
I was trying to remember, like, which one was that?
When he tries to make a friend on the force other than the female.
Oh, yeah,
cop,
yeah, yeah.
The other guy, and he picks wrong.
When was he trying to make friends? I just remember him be like,
When he was in the stall trying to get like the coffee and all that. Stall. When he's in the cell.
mm-hmm. So he was just trying to work them.
Yeah.
And not make friends. That's different.
It worked though. It was very well played. Gosh, it's just I'm gonna make a list and I'll try to bring it next week. I am going to go ahead and launch this and give this announcement now, and we'll revisit it next week. We will not be having a show on the 24th.
What? Why?
Because some of us has kids.
There's no point in day having 24.
Some of us have kids. Some of us more than one.
Can we just move it to Monday? Because I don't work Monday.
I'm game. I'm game, but I my bed is comfortable. My couch is comfortable too.
I mean, I got that tripod. I could just post it up.
But all right, guys, this has been fun. Thank you all for coming and watching. We hope you had a good time and enjoyed yourself. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.